Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, we've got a new genus of plants I am showing you that are thriving and doing really well in water culture related to Syngonium. This is Philodendron, and I don't mean the trailing Philodendron, heartleaf. I have two different plants here. This vase has two cuttings in it that I had gotten. This is Radiatum, I believe. Yep, two cuttings. Put them in a vase with some water. As you can see, the roots went nuts and lots of new growth. All these are new leaves that sprouted since being, oh, we got a dead leaf in there. What is that? Oh, it's something else. That have sprouted since being in water culture. You can see they're going crazy, 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 crazy. Most philodendrons, at least the ones that I have in my care, do extremely well in water culture, just like Syngonium related plants. Yeah, same kind of situation I do with the watering. I fill up, I'd say for these guys, since they don't have a big base of plants that grow out of one central stem, and in particular these are cuttings anyway, but I fill it up a little higher than halfway of the roots. This way I know that all the roots are getting hydrated. And same situation with the nutrients. Just a drop or two or three, depending on the size. This one would probably take 3 or 4 drops. Yeah, so this is Radiatum, and this is Xanadu. Philodendron Xanadu. I know this one's a very popular one. This one I had neglected a little bit, and it dried up just about completely. The roots stayed alive because they are very good at finding ways to survive. But one thing that I thought was so funny is if you look up here, look at that root. It looks like a worm. It started to grow up off the stem along one of the leaves in search of moisture. So they are resilient. They will do whatever they need to do to survive. I find that so hysterical. Look at that root. Beautiful root. But anyway, same sort of situation with this. As you can see, I don't fill the water all the way up to the base of the plant. I have some of the roots exposed to air just to help with oxygen absorption, because you know how all roots need oxygen as well as moisture. And it looks like when I let these dry out, some of the roots didn't make it, the finer roots, so I'm going to have to take this to the sink and just gently stroke the roots to remove and kind of gently pull the roots that are not viable anymore and remove them, just so that there isn't any rotting going on in here. But the plant has not suffered in any way. They know how to survive. And same situation with this. This one has about 2 to 3 drops of nutrient solution in the water that I usually would refill. But again, bad plant dad. I let this dry out too long, and now I have to go in and do some root cleanup. Shouldn't take very long, but that's what happens, you know, when you have hundreds of plants and you kind of forget about some of them. But again, it's easier with water culture because you don't have to water as often, and depending on the size of the vessel, it'll hold water for a longer period of time. But anyway, so we've got Philodendron. Add that to the list for plants that do extremely well in water culture. And especially if you're starting them out as cuttings, they don't have to adjust. They don't need that period of time where they, you know, shed their roots or adjust their roots to become the soil roots to water roots. The cuttings immediately start growing water roots, and as long as you take a couple of things into consideration, they will continue to thrive and grow. And in most cases, if you do it right, they'll get very vigorous and crazy, and you'll have to divide them and cut them and propagate them, which is what everyone loves to do. So that's why I definitely recommend water culture. Anyway, Xanadu, Radiatum, Philodendron. So if you have not subscribed, please do. Share with your friends. Hit the bell if you want to be notified. All that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one.